Recording, good. Everything's good. It looks like, okay. First of all, super excited that Fruit Punch launched today. Raise your hand if you got you some. The Fruit Punch Energize. Yes, I'm seriously, you guys, it's so good. I like the lemon, it's a little bit tart, but the Fruit Punch is not, and it has, for me, it was a little bit of a stronger pineapple taste to it or flavor to it, but oh my gosh, so good. So I'm super excited for that change up. I'm gonna share my screen. Super excited for this call tonight. We're gonna kind of, if you didn't tell, oops, obviously I'm not ready. What are we doing? So tonight I'm going to be talking about planning for success and really mapping out your business and treating it like a business, hitting the benchmarks that you want. So often when I talk with this, new coaches and coaches who have been in for a while, and even coaches on other teams, when I have on team calls with them and everything, it's, they want to build an income, build a serious business, be able to quit their job, and these huge, massive goals. And it's so hard to do that if you don't plan for it, if you don't have a plan of action and how you're going to do that. So that's kind of the focus of breaking it down and having quarterly plans. Because the year is broken up into 4 different quarters. Beachbody has it as such as well. And so we're able to do that. But first, we're going to do a little bit of recognition and going to welcome some new coaches. This is so exciting to me. And I know some coaches sign up as kind of discount coaches right away, but nonetheless, within the past week, we have Alex R., Cindy Waney, Jenna G., Christine Rabe, and Lacey Palmer. So that's so awesome. 5 coaches within the past week is so awesome. So welcome to those new coaches to our team. A new coach success, I want to congratulate Allison. She started, she signed up as a coach right away. As I sign everyone up as a coach because you never know. And so she started just kind of getting on her own fitness journey. And first month of actually kind of jumping into the coaching thing, she's at Success Club 2. Signed up her first coach, who is actually her mom, which is so exciting that she took initiative in doing that and reached out to her right away, and has been chatting with a couple other people as well. And new Emerald coach, I know I announced it on my social media, but Jordan, want to just congratulate Jordan. What? Rank advancing, if you guys remember that piggy bank analogy that, our volume is kind of like, if you think of our business as like a piggy bank, the bottom of it has a cork that plugs it to keep all of the money inside of it. Well, up until you reach an Emerald coach, there's no cork in there. So the volume's just coming and going right out. So you're losing on so much money. So Jordan plugged her piggy bank, and she's going to start receiving some team cycle bonuses. So congratulations, Jordan. And moving on to a couple of announcements, just said that Fruit Punch Energize launched today. So whether you're talking about it on your social media, I know I watched a few of your stories and saw some of you guys talking about it. Super exciting, especially reaching out to your current customers who do this. I send out kind of a newsletter in the progress of figuring out how newsletters work, but talking to your current customers who have used Energize and stuff is a great place to start to kind of bring up the volume and introducing that to them. Ultimate Portion Fix. So there is a training if you are a new coach or if you're not yet in the Beachbody Champions Facebook page. That's a coach-wide page that corporate has put together, and there's hundreds of trainings in there. Autumn went live in there today talking about the Ultimate Portion Fix, and I'm sure she went over all the details. I did not yet watch it. Again, that launches March 4th and March 18th. And I want you to really write this down, and maybe over the weekend, figure out a plan. How are you going to talk about it? It's so important when we have new programs and new products launching to talk about it way in advance, because if you just talk about it the week before or the day of, you really do miss the bulk of getting the majority of people signed up, because you want to create that FOMO of being the first to do it with us kind of thing. So do you have a plan? When are you going to start talking about it? Are you going to run a Facebook group? One thing that I do, and I know I've seen some of you other coaches doing this, where, we create a Facebook group that's just a place where we can invite people to learn more about it, and we post stuff in there. So are you going to run a Facebook group, and instead of having so many one-on-one private messages, just add them into that Facebook group to get more information? Are you going to make graphics? Maybe you're really into making graphics, talking about it with all the information, and you email it out. That's fine too. And then also thinking about, are you going to leverage the 21-day fix reshoot? So what I am doing, and I know some of you can do this too, I am going to be working with one of my coach friends, and we are going to market this as our bridal boot camp. So all brides and or bridesmaids is kind of our target. And so we're going to use the Ultimate Portion Fix and the relaunch of 21-day fix for our bridal boot camp. So we're going to get everyone signed up in March to kick off. April 1st is when they're going to start the reshoot of the 21-day fix. So just ideas of, do you have like a target audience that you can do it with, or someone that you can pair up with and kind of run some theme together? So really start thinking about that. Okay, so 1 week left. There is, 1 week and 2 days left of the month. So I chatted with my Team Cup team today, and we are pushing to lock in, like really lock in Success Club by Friday. So when are you going to lock it in if you have not yet? I usually do a Success Club update, but there's a glitch in the system right now, so all the numbers are not accurate as what they state, so that's why I didn't. But when are you going to lock it in? I want you to set a date, because if you don't have something to push for, you're most likely not going to push until the last day of the month, and then it's more likely not to happen. So we are pushing to have whatever number we want locked in by Friday, and then keep pushing through the rest of the month. So when are you going to lock in Success Club and then continue pushing after that? Really set a time and go for it. Okay, so we're going to kind of dive into this. I'm going to go over it. I'll try to kind of slow down, but I need to be very, just like put out there that you need to understand this. You have to ask questions when you have them. And if you are serious about building your business, you need to know this stuff, for one. But two, my absolute favorite saying is, you cannot build a $1 million business with a minimum wage work ethic. You have to treat your business like a business. As you know, we only invested $160 to start a freaking business, but you have to treat it like you invested $1 million in it, because I guarantee if you invested $1 million, you would not sit back and just kind of let time pass and kind of sort of try, because like Emily Favre says, when you kind of sort of try, you kind of sort of get results. So we're going to really hone in on planning it out, and we're already a month and a half into the year. Like, I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it kind of is going by really fast already. So plan your year and follow a path. And Beachbody has it laid out so nicely. There are 4 quarters in a year, and this is the path. So the kind of goal that everyone shoots for is to be an elite coach. And you may not know what that is yet. That's okay. We'll kind of go over it. But instead of, for so long, I've been, where I am, and I've just, January 1st, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be an elite coach this year. Instead of really breaking it down into the quarters of having these smaller goals to shoot for. And so at NLC, I really took a step back, listened to this training for like the millionth time, and really took it in. So the quarters, ends at the end of March. And so you need to set goals. Again, we're already halfway through February, so you only have a month and a half left to get that first quarter. But I still want to encourage you to set a goal for the end of March. And honestly, if elite is not your goal, or, if you need to break your goals down a little bit more and push a little harder, that's okay. So maybe you don't hit Team Builder after the first quarter. That's okay, but I'm still going to go over for it. And I want you to set goals and push yourself, right? Don't give yourself until summer to hit diamond. You can absolutely hit diamond in less than 90 days. And I want you to believe that. I believe that you can, but you need to believe that you can. So the first benchmark in the road to elite is Team Builder. And as a team builder, you are a diamond coach. And as a diamond coach, I don't know if you guys can see me on the video, but I'll try to kind of map it out for you. So as an emerald coach, it's you, one coach on your right leg, one coach on your left leg. You plus 2, and you're an emerald coach. As a diamond coach, you have your right leg and you have 4 active coaches on your right leg. You have your left leg, you have 4 active coaches on your left leg, and go ahead and draw it out. And 2 coaches, one on each side, are emerald. So in total, you have 12 people in your downline. So it's super important so for me, the great example, Olivia and Allison are on this call right now. Allison, when we were talking about just the fitness aspect of it, signed her up as a coach while she got started, but I let her know that she could cancel at any time. I saw that she was crushing her fitness journey, and so I immediately was like, you would kill this business. Have you considered coaching? Right? And she's kind of started, and she's at SC2, right? So it's important to, however, and Olivia, she's someone who I kind of talked with about the business right away, who also wanted to work on her health and fitness goals. So she was kind of intertwined all in one. So she's doing both at once. So there's no right or wrong way to bring coaches onto your team, but nonetheless, you need to be attracting coaches who want to work the business, because, in order for coaches to go emerald, they kind of want to go emerald, need to want to go emerald. So just food for thought, more or less. But so to hit Team Builder, you need to be a diamond coach held for 6 consecutive weeks. You need 25 leadership points, which I will go over. You need 1 new emerald in your downline, and 1,000 team volume points. So what your team produces. So for example, I signed someone up as a coach, and that's about 135 PV, personal volume, within my downline, right? So every person that you sign up within your downline, and every coach in your downline that produces volume and does stuff, that produces more volume, right? So for leadership points, or that was previously stated as elite points, right? Same thing, elite points, leadership points. You get leadership points in multiple different ways. You get points through signing up new coaches and customers. That volume produces points. I won't go into super depth about it, but you get points from that. I think it's like every 500 volume from customers equals 1 point. So that's why it's kind of important to stay consistent, right? It adds up over time. You get points when you bring new coaches in with a challenge pack. And you get points when your coaches from the last 2 years, so for example, my personally sponsored coaches that signed up in 2018 and 2019, so last 2 years, who hit Success Club. So if I hit Success Club and some of my coaches hit Success Club, but they have to have signed up in the last 2 years. So Kelsey and Rachel, for example, they signed up like 2017 and earlier, so they don't count. But other people who have signed up in 2018, 2019, if I hit Success Club and they also hit Success Club, my leadership points double. So that's why it's important, to kind of help guide them and kind of hold their hand a little in the beginning, get them into the new coach training, but don't push them, because if you push them too much and you're not meeting them and you don't know what their goals are, then they're most likely going to cancel and get overwhelmed. I mean, I try super hard not to push and overwhelm, but at the same time instill belief in them, but I still have people quit, and it's going to happen, and that's okay. They're not your people. That's why you have to continuously bring on new coaches. One thing that the first time I heard it, I have never forgotten, that rank equals income. And I want to quick emphasize and take a break from this for a second and say, we are a health and fitness business company. And I believe with my entire heart and soul in our fitness programs and in our nutrition programs. I also believe that this business can provide financial freedom to people. So when talking about building a business and helping coaches, to do this, I don't feel bad about it because of how much it's helped me and how much, other coaches have really dug themselves out of, like Bonnie Engel dug herself out of $200,000 in student loan debt because of this business. So I believe so much in this business, so I don't feel bad talking about it. Because I think like we literally have the entire package. So I don't ever want you to feel bad in talking about it. Okay, so that's team builder, and that's the first benchmark. You know, there are 4 benchmarks in terms of like going to elite. And so hitting this one by March, right? And if elite is not your goal this year, I want you to also know that's okay. Your goal does not have to be elite, right? As a 2-star, and I'll kind of go into that, you get, you still qualify to get those 2-star bonuses, those quarterly bonuses. So that's kind of another thing to push for. Every quarter, Beachbody has this like pool of money that they take set aside for 2-star and above. So if you hit 2-star before the first quarter ends, then you get pooled into that star bonus payout or whatever. So that's another thing with like the quarters and wanting to hit certain goals at each quarter and setting quarterly goals. So team builder, take a picture if you want. I'll also post these under the comments when I share this recording. Team leader. As a team leader, you're 1-star diamond, 50 leadership points. You need either 2 new Emerald coaches or 1 new diamond coach. So for everyone on here, it'd be 1 new diamond coach then, because you need to be a 1-star or above. And then 2,500 team volume. And so another thing that I really want you to kind of shoot for, so as I was kind of like really kind of figuring this out, you know, I was in my head, I was like, well, I'm just gunning straight for elite. But then when I looked back and I saw, you know, the leadership points, I was like, well, shit, I only got 10 leadership points after January. And so I really need to push to get my 25 leadership points. And so I had to sit down and look at, okay, how do I get leadership points? What do I have to do? If it's in my hands, I just need to reach out to more people, send more invites, talk more about the coaching opportunity, and help more people get started. So really think about, you know, put a focus on the leadership points, because I believe that if you get the leadership points, everything else is going to kind of fall into place. Third benchmark is Premier Leader. Why isn't this going? There we go. Oops. Okay, well, now they're all kind of up. But so third benchmark is Premier Leader. And for this one, it's a 2-star and above diamond coach, 75 leadership points, 1 more new diamond, so two new diamonds in total, 5,000 team volume points. And then as an elite leader, you are a 5-star diamond coach. Gotta move this thing out of the, oh my gosh. Why did that just happen? Okay, well, okay. 5-star diamond coach, 105 balanced leadership points, so balanced throughout each category. 2 new diamonds, so 5 new diamonds, and 5,000 team volume points. Okay, so little benchmarks to kind of shoot for throughout the year, but I really want you to focus on this first one. I want you to set a goal. When are you going to hit diamond? And I would really encourage you to make it less than 90 days, because I've seen coaches do it in as short as 2 weeks. I've seen coaches take up to 90 days, but I've seen coaches do it in way less than 90 days. And I believe with my entire heart that you can. If you're talking about it, if you're coming from a good place and wanting to help and genuinely wanting to build this business and you believe in the product, I really believe that you can. Okay, so now we're going to kind of I'm starting to make these kind of quarterly plans, and I got some of this from Ali Tessitore at New Leader Conference. And kind of just breaking it up and setting little benchmarks. So for this first one, I need to move this out of the way. There we go. Okay, so 12-week action plan is kind of, if you have not also read or listened to the 12-week year, that's a really great one to break down goals and like in terms of like goal setting and pushing yourself. That's a really great personal development book or business development book. But so here's our 12-week plan, January to March, even though we're in middle of February. So looking back at January, you know, we had Super Weekend and just kind of planning out events and like what is happening, what can you plan for? We had Super Weekend that weekend, and then the 14th Transform 20 Coach Test Group started. In February, all month long, it's Team Cup. We had NLC, Fruit Punch Energize launch today. Set a goal for the rank advancement I wanted to hit for the first quarter by February 21st. So I didn't wait until the end of March to hit it. Because once you get to the Star Diamond Quals, you have to hold that rank for 6 weeks before it becomes official. And then the 20th of February is the last day to qualify for the bonus qual. So again, to start that 6-week qualification period. And then coming up in March, so this is, you know, we can actively like think about this. The 4th Ultimate Portion Fix for Coaches launches. So plan, are you going to get it? Maybe you're short on money and you need to figure out a way of how you're going to get it and to help your business, whether it's help more people get signed up with a challenge pack, or honestly, when I started coaching, I was giving plasma because I did not have money to spend. But I also sold a lot of things. Like I put a lot of clothes online to sell, and I did a lot of crazy stuff to get money, but it's really paid off for me and like being focused and all of that. For March 18th, Portion Fix for customers. So I'm super excited that the Ultimate Portion Fix launches for us coaches first, so that we get a chance to kind of try it and, you know, promote it, try it, talk about our experiences with it and what we're learning from it, and then get our customers signed up. The 24th to the 29th is the Success Club trip. So I'll be on the cruise. And so I guess I'll talk about that in a second. And then the 27th, the bonus qual period ends. So if I don't hit my goal by then, if you're going for 2-star and you don't hit your goal by then we do not qualify for the first quarter star bonus payout. So that's kind of, you know, my push goal. And then quarter 2, so this is one, you know, we can actively start thinking about. You can add your own deadlines on here and what are the goals that you want to reach in terms of rank advancement, and how are you going to get there. So April, we have April 1st through the 21st, the 21-day fixed reshoot and the coach test group, you know, like all programs have. The 7th is when I would like to hit my quarter 2 rank goal. And then the 29th, 21-day fix extreme reshoot. So right after the 21-day fix. And then in May, the 23rd is the last day to qualify for bonus qual. And again, I'll share these photos and everything with you guys if you don't get it all. And then June 6th is, and this is one thing that I want you guys to push for. One, if you are not signed up for Summit, I can't even like put into words, like, in terms of, you know, all this talking of like treating your business like a business. Like, this is a business expense, is going to help grow your business. You're going to hear things from somebody else that maybe I've said and didn't click with you, and it's going to click with you when you hear it from somebody else. You're going to learn so much that I cannot teach you, or that other coaches on our team cannot teach you, that you won't find on YouTube. It's just, it is for your business to help grow your business. So I really want to encourage you to look into Summit and make it happen any way that you can. And going into that, it's so fun and exciting getting recognized at Summit and walking across that stage. And whatever rank you are on June 6th is the rank that you will be recognized for at Summit. And then June 26th is the last day, the bonus qualification cutoff for quarter 2. Why does this hate me? Here we go. Okay. Okay, So this didn't turn out very well, but again, I have a better picture of it to show you guys. So this is March, and I'm going to try and do these for our team, whether, you know, you use this that I'll post on our team page, or you kind of create your own. But this is kind of what March looks like. And again, you know, I have like Portion Fix on here every Monday, the National Wake Up Call at 10 a.m. On the second Monday of every month, this is going to kind of be a new thing. I'm going to do the 24 hours to Emerald push call at 5:30 p.m. CST. Every Tuesday night team calls are on here. I want to really push you guys to hit or lock in Success Club 5 by the 15th. So we're not scrambling at the end of the month to try and reach our goals and really go above and beyond SC5. So by the 15th, lock in Success Club. And then you can kind of, you know, stay consistent through the rest of the month. For the 18th, Portion Fix for customers launches. I'm going to be running a coach info session Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 19th through the 21st. And then I'm also going to do a behind the scenes. So the Success Club trip on the cruise will be the 24th through the 29th. Excuse me. And so in that group, I'll do some like behind the scenes kind of stuff of like, you know, this is my second earned trip through Beachbody because of this business and like working hard, and they reward us. And this is how they do this to kind of create that FOMO of like, well, I want to do that. So I'm going to do it a team-wide one so that you guys can add people into this coach info session too, unless you would like to run your own. That is always encouraged as well. And then another thing that I had on here, but it didn't say for some reason, is if you're like someone who's like, well, I don't know what to post every single day, you can literally post the same type of post. Like every Monday can be a Motivation Monday post, just with like a different concept. Every Tuesday can be a Transformation Tuesday. Every Wednesday can be like a Warrior Wednesday or a Flex Friday or whatever. And then every Sunday can be a call to action post, like alternating Sunday the 3rd, like a challenge group call to action, the 10th, a coaching call to action, the 17th, a challenger, you know, like alternate every Sunday, just do a call to action post. So if you don't know what to post, just have a generic outline in whether you go off it or not. But on those days where you're like, well, I don't know what to post today. And then you can be like, oh, okay, well, today's Monday. I don't really know what to post, but I'm just going to do my typical Motivation Monday post. So just something to kind of think about, that it's okay to have like that kind of structure there. Okay. Why won't this? Bear with me, guys. Okay, and then this right here, I like don't know how to use Excel. This is something that I pulled from somewhere else, but I'm gonna try and like save it and share it in our team page. Come on. Okay, so basically what this spreadsheet is this is how to like map out your leadership points. And it's the bare minimum, but it's like if you do these things and hit these numbers every month, you're going to end up with 105 elite points, right? So it's very laid out. And so for example, in January, and this like very top left, number of 2018 and 2019 PS coaches who hit Success Club. And so for January, the number in here is 0. And then, like I said, if you also hit Success Club, then that number goes times 2. And so for February, so this month, say you hit Success Club, and if you have 2 PS coaches who also hit Success Club, you get 4 leadership points. So that's the first category of like your PS coaches hitting Success Club, and then you also hitting Success Club to get you those leadership points. The second category, number of new PS coaches and customers. So say, you know, January, you hit Success Club, bring on 3 people. That's an estimated total of 450. So it's every combination of 500 volume. Right? So there's no points there, but in February, say you bring in 5 new customers. I believe this is like, yeah, it's an estimated total. So the number bumps up to 1020, and it's every combination of 500 gets you 1 point. So in February, you hit Success Club 10 and you get 2 leadership points. And so that's the kind of, that category is just like bringing on new coaches and new customers to get that volume added up. So also why it's super important to hit Success Club and really aim for 10 and above every single month. And the third category of number of new PS coaches in 2019. So this month, and for example, so you bring in new coaches, and if they get 1 or more Success Club point in their very first month as a coach, then you get 1 leadership point. And you can double dip in the new coaches category, because if they're a brand new coach and they actually hit and qualify for Success Club, then you get 1 leadership point in this category, but then you also get a leadership point in the first category because they're a PS coach from the last 2 years who hit Success Club. I know that's a lot of information, but in terms of like pushing, and I'm gonna try to stop sharing. I don't know how to stop sharing, to be honest. Yes, I do. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So I know that was a crap ton of information. This is like the numbers part of it, but this is a numbers game. And Rachel and I hopped on a call yesterday, and we're both pushing for like a huge, huge goal. And we literally talked numbers the entire time. What numbers do we need to hit? How many people do we need to invite? How many people do we need to follow up with? How many coaching invites am I going to send? How often am I going to talk about the coaching opportunity? It is a numbers game in terms of like really, really building a big, thriving business and hitting the goals that you want to hit. So I wanted to share that with you. But regardless of what your goals are, your goals do not need to be what my goals are. Your goals can be, I just want to be a diamond coach and, just hitting Success Club 5 every month. That's great. I'm going to cheer for you, and I hope that you do. But at the end of the day, it's still going to come down to sending those invites consistently every single day and kind of building up from there. So, does anyone have any questions? Jordan said, if anyone wants to room together at Summit, I need a roomie. Jordan, there's going to be so many people who will end up needing roommates and stuff. So we'll get you one if no one else from our team commits to it. But I'm feeling good on here.
There's also a lot of people that post on the Wisconsin Beachbody Coach Connection page too. So once we get closer, a lot of people will post in there as well. So we'll find you somebody.
Yeah. And if for some reason Tyler doesn't end up coming, then you can buddy up with me. I don't bite. Okay. Well, that is all I have for you guys. I'll share those graphics and everything. And I really just want you to think about what are your goals? What is the next goal? Wherever you are now, what is the next goal that you're going to push for? Because just go for one goal at a time, set a deadline, and if you don't hit it, then set another deadline, but don't push it back. Keep pushing until the very last day, and then push it back if you don't hit it on that day, but really push for it. And then ask questions if you have them, post on the team page, reach out, and if you want to do a one-on-one call, I am more than happy to do one-on-one calls with anyone if you need a brainstorm sesh or help breaking down a goal. I will absolutely do that with you. So that is all I have. Thank you guys so much for hopping on, and let's have a kick-ass rest of this quarter. Bye.